Hey guys, Thogden here, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today, we're going to be looking at a recap of 2021 and picking 10 clubs that I really enjoyed going to a match this season. You're going to give your 10, I'll give mine, and we'll see how near it is to each other.
What a great idea for a video. I'm glad I had that idea.
Well, it was my idea, you mug.
Let's move on.
How many likes do you want this time?
Oh, come on, give us 8,000 likes.
Okay, 8,000 likes. I do want to mention a lot of you guys will be supporting a team that I haven't even visited this year, so I haven't even been able to put in the list. We're only basing it off clubs that I've visited in stadiums. And let's remember, half the year, we've not been allowed to enter the ground, so it's been a little bit difficult. But let's start with your 10th.
Okay, my 10th is Tottenham Hotspur 0, Chelsea 3 in September,
Wow.
Theo. And you know what? This was the day when I realised how good Chelsea were.
Yep.
Goals on the day from Thiago Silva, N'Golo Kante and Antonio Rudiger. And you know what, Theo? I walked to the ground with the Chelsea fans. Proper tasty, old-style London derby.
Yeah, Tottenham and Chelsea are not too mad keen on each other, and you could really feel it that game.
And you know what? The Tottenham fans around us were not too friendly, but we did get to meet Poohman69.
What a guy.
A legend of a subscriber.
Yeah, and it was good to meet loads of Spurs and Chelsea fans at that match as well, so really enjoyed it. But I'm going to go to my 10th place. I'm going more European. You didn't join me on this one. It's Union Berlin against KUPS, a Finnish team. Now, you're probably thinking, Theo, I watched the vlog, it was a 0-0. Why have you put this in your top 10 favourite clubs for matches that you've been to? It was an incredible atmosphere. Actually, forget what happened on the field. The atmosphere was special. The fireworks and the flares that were displayed by the Union Berlin fans. And what makes this even more incredible is that Union weren't allowed to play their European matches at home because their stadium wasn't big enough. So they had to play at their rival ground. But what that meant was they could get more Union Berlin fans into the stadium. So the display they created at their rival ground was unmatched, and I was there for it. They've not done that for the away fans. They've not done that for the TV cameras because they're not on them. They're focusing on bigger games. It was only by chance that I was there with my camera to document it. That was a special moment.
I tell you what, Theo, some of those games in Germany are brilliant, aren't they? In terms of atmosphere, in terms of the pies and the pints and what have you.
Dad, there may be another I'm going to mention. Let's move to your 9th place.
In 9th place, Arsenal 2, Leeds United 0 in the EFL Cup in October. You know what, Theo? The game wasn't brilliant. Goals from Callum Chambers and Eddie Nketiah. It was all about the Leeds fans who were magnificent. They came in their numbers. And what it was also, Theo, I was there with my mates Matt and Alan and Jeremy. We just had a really good laugh.
Now, people don't realise.
And you know what? Afterwards, we gate crashed the Diamond Club. So it was a little bit of prawn sandwiches and champagne. We just had a really good night. Theo, who have you put 9th?
9th place, I've gone for Sunderland against Bolton this year in League One. There's only one reason I put this in this tier in my 9th position, because 32,000 fans at a League One football match.
Yes.
The third tier of English football. Tell me any other nation in the world where you go to the third tier and you have 32k fans. Credit to the Sunderland fans and the away fans with us Bolton lot. I tell you what, we absolutely packed it out, and that is incredible.
It is, Theo. I agree with you. The Sunderland fans are absolutely magnificent.
They are good.
Always have been, always have.
And us in the away end. I really enjoyed the atmosphere of that game. It was really unfortunate that we conceded. We had some great chances. Dapper had a long shot where we hit the crossbar. I thought we might actually sneak it. It's been difficult this way away from home. I've not seen a Bolton win. You have.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we can get one soon. But I enjoyed that game, and it was nice to see a lot of the Bolton fans there as well. But first time at a away game in a while.
Absolutely. The only problem was I spent an hour trying to find a parking space.
And also, you didn't even get to the game on time because you stopped in the turnstiles. All the Bolton fans were loving it, weren't they? They were telling you to come down.
Were, yeah.
Yeah, that's class.
In 8th place, it's Boreham Wood against St Albans City in the second round of the FA Cup. Now, don't laugh, because this was a brilliant atmosphere. We got talking to loads of the fans of both clubs. They were brilliant. It was a bit one-sided, the game, but what a pitch invasion at the end. We had to duck. The bottles were coming on our heads.
I wish I posted on my channel in the end, because the pitch invasion, the Hertfordshire derby, is more lethal than you'd expect. We were sat in the away end of St Albans, and I know they got absolutely smacked up 4-0, but the love we got from both ends, the pitch invasion at the end, that's not in my tier list because there's not a vlog for it, but that is a great shout.
So, Theo, who's in your 8th place, mate?
My 8th place, United 3, Arsenal 2.
Yeah.
5-goal thriller. I really enjoyed it. And it was just nice to see both sides absolutely go for it in a game. Sometimes they just sit back and it's boring. But you saw Arsenal score, like Smith Rowe scored a banger, then United would respond. Arsenal scored again, I think it was like Ødegaard, and United would respond again. And then in the end, we saw Penaldo get his penalty as always. But it was just about the game, really. The football was excellent, and that has to be in there for my 2021 matches.
Theo, what do you think about the atmosphere at Old Trafford?
Look, it was more about the football for that day. The atmosphere wasn't incredible, and it was difficult. It was a cold night.
Yeah.
But it wasn't outstanding. There's way better games for atmosphere in this list. But in terms of the football itself, I enjoyed it.
In 7th place, West Ham United 1, Tottenham Hotspur 0 in the Premier League. And what I enjoyed about this, Theo, we went to a great pub beforehand, didn't we? Had a bit of scran and a couple of beers. And the West Ham fans all day were so damn friendly.
I know.
And the West Ham team, Mikel Antonio got a late winner. West Ham played such good football that day.
It was a good day. I enjoyed that. The pub before, I'm not surprised you put that on your list.
Right, Theo, who have you put in 7th place, pal?
Now, funnily enough, my 7th position is going to Liverpool against Manchester City at Anfield this season. Now, the reason I've got that in 2021 for my favourite matches I've been to is because you probably think, oh, Anfield atmosphere. It's not directly that. You'll Never Walk Alone was good, but it was more about where I was sat. In between the Liverpool and Man City fans, I was in the City away end. The beef between the two clubs is actually way more than you'd expect. Now, everyone thinks about Liverpool United, but Liverpool City is fierce. Now, one thing I was surprised about is how good the Manchester City away end is. They never stop singing, so passionate. The beef was crazy between them and the Liverpool fans. I was so surprised and taken aback by how good City fans were that day. And Salah and Kevin De Bruyne were at their best. That definitely gets in my list.
I tell you what, City have always had some great away fans. I remember going to Main Road as a kid in the 70s and 80s. It's a proper northern club there.
They get the wrong idea as well. People just slate them, but it's just not true. It's wrong. What's your 6th place, Thog Dad?
It is Chelsea 4, Juventus 0 in the UCL for several reasons. First of all, Chelsea that day were defensively brilliant. They were creative going forward, and we had a good laugh, didn't we, off the pitch? So, you know what? Overall, and that is the heaviest defeat Juventus have ever had in the Champions League.
And we were there for it.
And we were there, Theo.
Now, the game I've picked in my 6th position is Bolton 0, Burton 0. And you're probably thinking, Theo, why have you picked a 0-0? Hey, it's not about the football. Forget the football for a second. It was the first time we had the opportunity to go back to the Macron, the Reebok, the Uniball, whatever you want to call it. And we actually played some decent football on the pitch. We probably should have won that game. We didn't take our chances. But like I said, it's not about that. It was about feeling the atmosphere for one time again, being inside the stadium, seeing the ground, travelling up, seeing the granny when we go up there and the family, the whole trip. It was just bringing times back. It's exactly what we wanted. And the result didn't go away, but we don't just do these tricks for the result. We do it to see the family and enjoy the atmosphere. And we did get that, didn't we, Dad?
Absolutely. Bolton games have been called off for the last couple of weeks, and I'm really missing it, aren't you?
Yeah, but that game was the first match we'd seen them because of all the lockdowns. Yeah, it was 615 odd days, wasn't it? So that was definitely deserves to be on the list for atmosphere itself and just being back.
In 5th place, Manchester City 2, Paris Saint-Germain 1 in the UCL. Goals from, I think it was Mbappe, Raheem Sterling and Gabriel Jesus. But what this was all about, Theo, is in 10, 20 years' time, I can tell the grandkids I saw Lionel Messi in the flesh. He wasn't that great that day, but I saw him play football.
Funnily enough, my 5th position is the reverse fixture to that game. PSG 2, Manchester City 0 at the Parc des Princes. You weren't there. I was there with my friend. I tell you what, atmosphere was incredible, but there's only one reason I put this in 5th position. That Lionel Messi goal. It was the first for PSG. It was incredible. It was against the English champions, Manchester City. So many reasons why that video and that game and being there for that match was incredible. Seriously, easiest one to put on this list.
Wow. Is Messi the best player you've ever seen in the flesh, Theo?
That's probably the best game in 2021 in terms of the goal. You know, in terms of on the pitch, solo effort, Lionel Messi created probably the best 10 seconds for a goal. You know, I'm not talking in terms of atmosphere and fans, there's better. But in terms of on the pitch, that was... you just can't beat it. Insane. It's Leo Messi, innit? Anyway, on to 4th. Who you gone for?
Theo, I've gone for Real Madrid 5, Celta Vigo 2. First of all, because it was my first trip to the Bernabeu.
I forgot this one. I should have put it in.
Beforehand, we had a few beers, didn't we? Boy band came along, my friend. And you know what? Celta Vigo took an early lead, but then it was a Benzema hat-trick. Vinicius Jr. was good that day. And you realise just how good Real Madrid really are.
That game was cracking. First match back at the Bernabeu as well. And we had the exclusivity of being there. How special is that?
Brilliant, mate. Now, who have you put in fourth place?
Fourth place, the North London derby, the first one back with a full capacity atmosphere at the Emirates. Arsenal 3, Tottenham 1. What a video, what a day. People always slag off the Emirates atmosphere. They say Arsenal fans are quiet at home, they've got empty seats. The game I witnessed then, not true at all. Arsenal fans, they're all off their seats, chanting back and forth with the Spurs. The atmosphere was rocking. Mate, where I was sat, seriously, I was so surprised and taken aback by how good the atmosphere that day was in the Emirates. I was like, fair play, guys. This is insane. And it was topped off by a couple Saka and Smith Rowe goals. 4-goal thriller. Yeah, it's in the list for sure.
In third place, Newcastle United 2, Tottenham Hotspur 3 in the Premier League. Now, this was my first visit back to St James's Park in over 30 years. I used to go to college in nearby Durham, but it was a historic day, wasn't it? The Saudis had just done their takeover. Yeah. It was absolutely bouncing. The recognition we got was amazing outside.
It was insane.
The game was good. Callum Wilson got that early goal.
Yeah.
Son and Kane were good that day.
And then Tottenham just overtook, didn't they?
Absolutely. And we had a couple of good pints in a pub beforehand.
Hey, you know what? The Geordies, they absolutely pack out St James's Park. I'm surprised by how many fans got every week at that ground. They've got an incredible support. The whole city backs them.
Theo, don't be surprised. They are magnificent fans.
For my third place, I'm going over to Germany. Okay?
Yeah.
I'm going for Dortmund 3, Hoffenheim 2. First match, I went back to Dortmund to see, the Ultras weren't there and it was limited capacity. But it was a Haaland last-minute winner. It was limbs in the Dortmund end. And I tell you what, it was 5 goals. Thriller, loved it. And the German beer's quality, everything about it, the currywurst, mate, German football's something else. And that day, I really enjoyed. And I saw a Jude Bellingham banger.
You did. You're becoming a little bit of a cheeky Dortmund fan, aren't you?
Because I go to Union Berlin as well. I'm going to go to a lot more different German football matches. I really enjoy German football. Yes. I think the atmosphere is cool, the fans, the way, the culture. I just like to see new things. Definitely need to do some more of Italy, though.
In second place, Barcelona 0, Bayern Munich 3 at the Nou Camp. Yep. I've been there before. It was great to go back with friends. And we had a really good standing position behind the goal. And we got to see how good Bayern Munich are. Lewandowski was amazing. Muller, Sané,
Neuer.
Alphonso Davies, the whole lot. Neuer didn't have to do that much. But
he was celebrating. And
it
was a good day, to be fair. I enjoyed it. It was weird. See the Nou Camp when bit of a transition period. Yeah. You knew Bayern were going to smash him and they barely had any fans in the ground. So it was weird, wasn't it? I'm going to go to my second place. Another European match. This season, I went with my editor, Josh. What a legend, by the way. Ajax 4, Dortmund 0. Yeah. You were just saying I was a Dortmund fan. I expected Haaland to turn up and Dortmund to smash him. But what I saw from Ajax was incredible. Sebastian Haller, Tadic, Anthony, all got on the score sheet. It was just pure Dutch dominance. And it was the first time I've been to the Netherlands for a match as well. The fireworks, the flares. Honestly, Ajax could go far and their fans are crazy. That is an amazing match this year to
It's
go to.
funny, Theo, because the next day all the Feyenoord fans were writing to you saying, next time, come and see us.
They were like, you can't just go to Ajax, you've got to come to Feyenoord. And then the lockdown hit in Netherlands and I will come back and I'll visit Feyenoord. I want to go to Ajax again. Maybe another game, who knows, we'll see.
And the best game of the year, without a doubt, drum roll, was Charlton Athletic 1, Bolton Wanderers 4. Goals from Afolayan, Kieran Lee got 2 and Sarcevic got 1 late on. I was surrounded by 750 Bolton fans in the pouring rain. We were cheering, we were having the beers. And afterwards, I was on Charlton Station, Theo, and some old guy comes up to me. He's about 75 years old.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to ask me how to get back to London. He's like, you're that bloke off that YouTube.
It
was just
crazy.
An all-round great day watching your team with your tribe. Brilliant.
My first place, I'm going over to Red Star. I've not been able to see a Red Star Partizan this season. That was behind closed doors. But I saw them batter Cluj in a European qualifier, 4-0. And the fans are amazing. Now, it was the access for me.
Yeah.
I started in the hospitality. Then I went down to the fans. Then I went pitch side. Then I was doing interviews for the Red Star media. I was on newspapers all over Serbia. That video, every time I go to Red Star, 400, 500,000 Serbians watch it. They all tune in because they're interested to see an English fan perspective at the scariest, quote-unquote, football club in the world. And every time, I get such a nice treatment there. They're so nice to me. Everyone's like, you're that English guy.
Yeah.
It's weird, though, because you have these, like, Serbian hooligans coming up to you saying, thank you for doing content about our club.
Yes.
I'm like, yeah, mate, that's just what I do, you know? Like, I just go around to football.
That is funny. I remember me and you walking into a random bar in Montenegro, which is a neighbouring country, and they're like, I know you. You're that kid who makes those videos.
And we go there every summer, and loads of Red Star fans recognise me randomly there, so it's crazy.
I reckon your Red Star Partisan video from a couple of years ago is one of the best videos you've ever done in terms of atmosphere.
Go watch it if you missed it. That should be top of 2020. It's been a very good 2021, but because of the lockdowns, we've probably only gone to about a third of the possible games that we would have liked to go to.
Yeah.
So hopefully going forward, way more content, atmosphere, and just incredible experiences around the world, England and Bolton, etc. It's going to be cracking, innit?
It really is. And everyone, a happy new year to you all.
Do a recap, like us, the top 10 games you've been to this year, or top 10 moments at ground, because you can probably include a few England ones if you've not been to like amazing amount. But guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Let's try and get 8,000 likes like Thogdad said. Let me know which club I should visit in 2022 that I haven't yet done with an amazing atmosphere. I'll go anywhere. If the atmosphere is good, I'll go anywhere for your derby.
That is a great shout. And everyone subscribe to this channel. Let's get him to 750,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we probably already hit that by the time this video comes out.
No way.
Absolute scenes.
Amazing. Well done, lad.
See you in a bit, guys.
See ya.